20-year-old man has been sentenced to life in prison, and 2 more sentenced to more than 10 years each for their parts in the murder of a man in Chelmsford last year. Zack O'Keeffe was given the life sentence with the minimum of 23 years at Chelmsford Crown Court for the murder of 30-year-old Kieran Shepherd. Harrison Carpenter and Joseph Dawe were sentenced to 11 years and 10.5 years in prison respectively for manslaughter. In a statement read in court at sentencing, Kieran's mother said, "There are no words to explain how it feels to lose your son, your child that brought into this world and nurtured and loved more than anything. Losing Kieran has left a huge hole in my heart that can never be fixed. His sisters have lost their brother, one of whom had a baby. Kieran will never meet his new niece. We are a big family. There are no words to explain how each and every one of us feels, and to keep going is hard, but we do, and we will keep going in memory of Kieran." So speaking after the sentencing, Kieran's father and stepmother said, "We have endured long and painful times seeking justice for our beloved son. No words can ever describe the effect it's had on our family, the loss of his stepbrother's niece and nephew, and most of all a daughter growing up without her daddy." So I'll just go through the story now with respect to what happened.
So guys, in this next news story, a gang who called themselves the Three Musketeers have been found guilty of killing a dog walker who was stabbed in the back after being chased through a village. Kieran Shepherd was attacked by Zack O'Keeffe, Joseph Dawe and Harrison Carpenter, who were all 20 after being ambushed in Essex on October the 15th. O'Keeffe was found guilty of murder while Carpenter and Dawe were convicted of manslaughter at Chelmsford Crown Court yesterday. During the opening of the trial, the jury was shown the distressing video of the chase, which happened at around 12:30 that day. The prosecutor, Tracy Ayling, told the jury that Mr. Shepherd had been stabbed twice, puncturing his lung and heart. He was found 6 minutes later by a cleaner who was working at a block of flats near the attack, and she later called 999. She told the operator Mr. Shepherd wasn't talking as she continued to reassure him that she was getting help, and he was later pronounced dead at the scene at around 1:30. O'Keeffe told the court he panicked and couldn't believe what he had just done. He said, "If I didn't defend myself, I felt like mine and my friends' lives could have been at risk. I had no idea it was going to be fatal." So basically, a month or two prior to the incident, Mr. O'Keeffe, who was described as a drugs dealer, said he had dealt coke to the victim. Around 2 weeks later, he and Carpenter met again with Mr. Shepherd in an alleyway for another deal where he claimed the 30-year-old pulled out a knife and jacked his drugs. Whilst being questioned by barrister Michael Borelli KC, O'Keeffe says Mr. Shepherd told him that they would get it. He claimed they both left as it was not worth it for the 70 quid. When the 20-year-old Dawe and Carpenter crossed paths with the victim on October the 15th, O'Keeffe claimed that they were not on the lookout for him. He alleged Mr. Shepherd shouted towards the three, "That is dog bite, so you best beware." In the later chase, O'Keeffe claimed he fell, and when he eventually caught up, he saw Carpenter on the victim but could not see the other co-defendant. He told the court he saw the knife on the ground, which he claimed belonged to Mr. Shepherd. He said he was reaching for the knife. He was going to use it on Joe, Harrison or me or all of us. O'Keeffe told jurors the victim's dog was being very aggressive and nasty, and that the pet was snarling and barking, and as such he believed that the pet was going to bite him. The 20-year-old said he swung the knife but didn't think he had made contact. O'Keeffe told the court he ran out of fear once he saw the blood, adding he was too scared to call police. He added he didn't contact the emergency services as he didn't realise the seriousness of the injuries. Mr. Shepherd was stabbed in the back with a knife, which was as long as 30 centimetres, the prosecutor said. Previously, Miss Eileen KC, the prosecutor, said Mr. Shepherd was clearly caught by the three men before he was found dead with stab wounds to the back. She said he was stabbed with such force that the wound was 13 to 15 centimetres long, with the blade going through his left lung into his heart and out of the other side of it. The prosecution said that whilst only one person stabbed Mr. Shepherd, the jury should find them all guilty of murder via joint enterprise. One person may have delivered the fatal blows, but the prosecution case is the three are jointly liable as they were acting together in a joint attack. She said you will hear the defendants call themselves the Three Musketeers. Previously it was heard how cleaner found Mr. Shepherd after hearing shouting, as well as 3 men run past her in the line of sight, and she goes, the man in the middle was putting a big knife, which she described as massive, into his trousers. Those men ran off. As she came out of the building, she saw Kieran Shepherd curled up, lying on the floor. She was on the phone to her boyfriend, but she hung up immediately and called 999. During the audio of the 999 call, the woman who rang the police was heard becoming more distressed as she reassured the victim before ambulance crews arrived. CCTV footage was shown of the trio at a newsagent shortly before the attack, as well as doorbell footage at Carpenter's grandmother's home. Carpenter's girlfriend said she had been with the defendants on the day of the alleged murder. In a statement read by the prosecutor, she explained that had been sitting on a bench when Carpenter received a call from the other 2 defendants. The girlfriend said she knew the defendants to be friends who referred to themselves as the 3 Musketeers. O'Keeffe was a drug dealer and didn't hide the fact, the prosecutor said while summarising the statement from the other pal's girlfriend. He said possibly the plan was to get some food, but suddenly Zack stopped the car as if he had seen someone he knew, the prosecutor said while continuing to summarise. She was told to stay where she was while the 3 defendants left the car for what she believed to be around half an hour. When they got back in, Zack drove off immediately, the prosecutor said, and the girlfriend said Zack kept saying, "Shut up, shut up, shut up." She said she believed there was blood on Carpenter's jeans and that she saw a knife pass from the front to the back of the vehicle. The prosecutor said there was also talk between the defendants of the need to burn clothes. The prosecutor said the men went into the woods located in Stock and burned clothing shortly after killing Mr. Shepherd before getting a lift to a caravan in Clacton-on-Sea overnight. She also told the court that Carpenter handed himself into the police station on October the 16th and O'Keeffe and Dawe fled across the country and weren't located until 2 days later when they were arrested in Shropshire on October the 18th. This girlfriend had also attended the caravan with the 3 men, later giving a statement to police regarding what was said. When asked by police if the men said they were there when Mr. Shepherd got stabbed and if they were responsible, she answered yes, they did. The girlfriend then said Joe and Harrison had a fight with Kieran, but Zack O'Keeffe stabbed him apparently twice in the back. According to the prosecutor, the girlfriend claimed O'Keeffe said it had to be done. The reason she said it had to be done, according to what she heard, was that Mr. Shepherd had pulled a knife on a 14-year-old at some time in the past, and Zack O'Keeffe said in the stabbing, Mr. Shepherd, he was doing the police's job for them. So Zack O'Keeffe was found guilty of murder, while Harrison Carpenter and Joseph Dawe were convicted of manslaughter yesterday. Speaking after the verdicts yesterday, Kieran's mother said, as a family, it's been a horrific 10 months, which we will have to live with forever. We cannot thank Essex Police and the Crown Prosecution Service enough. They have worked so hard to bring my son's killers to justice. His father added, we have endured an incredibly painful journey seeking justice for our beloved son. While no verdict can ever bring him back, we are grateful that his life, his story and his worth were acknowledged in the courtroom. We'd like to thank the police and the CPS for their hard work and the witness for finding the strength to come forward. Senior Investigating Officer Detective Inspector Lydia George said this is a culmination of nearly a year's work to get justice for Kieran. These 3 men showed no remorse and all provided no comment interviews when arrested, and they deliberately destroyed evidence and evaded our officers. But it didn't work. Our officers and the CPS showed they were the only ones that could have attacked Kieran and that none of them tried to stop the attack. This involved a detailed CCTV timeline showing them chasing Kieran moments before he was killed and the car they were travelling in as it made its way across Essex. Dozens of witness statements were taken from members of the public, including those who desperately tried to save his life, and throughout the investigation and court case, Kieran's family have conducted themselves with incredible dignity in the face of the terrible details they have heard. We await their sentencing next month. I believe it's going to be at the end of October, which I'll cover again, but while nothing can be passed down to them that will fill the void in their lives of those that loved Kieran, we hope it goes some way to help the family come to terms with their loss. Guys, this is a new story coming in with the gang who call themselves the 3 Musketeers are found guilty of killing a dog walker after he was chased through a village and stabbed in the back.